house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Urchin Sam, aka Stan, and he said, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a US versus Canada season of Big Brother? That would be really cool. I'd love to see it. Let me know in the comments who you guys would love to see on a season like that. What channel would they show it on? Where would the house be? I don't know. It'd be crazy. So, last night was Eviction Eve, and Greg knows that he's on his way out. It's pretty obvious. So, he was talking to Godfrey, and he was like, I'm gonna help you out before I leave. So listen to what I say. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. He also said that he's got like this awesome exit planned, and it's gonna be like professional. I guess when he says professional, he means respectable. I don't know, but he also said, enough of this high school summer camp crap. Blah. I kind of agree with Greg to an extent, though. It gets really boring when everyone's getting along really well. Like, I want to see some drama. Come on. But I'm wondering, like, what is he going to say? Is he going to call people out? What's it going to be like? We'll find out. But it's definitely looking like it's going to be another unanimous vote. Gone are the days when you could actually give a pity vote to, like, your best friend in the house or whatever. It's crazy. So Bruno and Kevin were chatting in the hot tub, and they were like, yeah, the consensus has been reached, and no one will go against it. It's just, like, so weird. It's like, if you can't get all the votes together, you get no votes. It's just bizarre. Here comes Homer. So they also were talking about how, hello, they felt bad that Greg was pretty much a loner all day yesterday. You know, it gets weird when someone is, like, basically out the door already and no one wants to talk to them because they don't want to be the next target. So they kind of just like hang out with themselves. It's kind of sad, even for Greg. So everyone else was getting along really well. And like I said a minute ago, we need some excitement. It's getting a little bit boring. I thought for sure that with Greg being up on the block, this was going to be like the craziest week ever. But all the fireworks happened while the feeds were off for Easter weekend, so we missed like everything. So Sarah, Brittany, Johnny, and Jordan were all chatting out by the hot tub, and they brought up again how they're really weirded out by Willow, and they don't know how they feel about her because they're like, who would she nominate? Who are her targets? Are we her targets? Honestly, I think if Willow won HOH, she would probably end up doing whatever Zach and or Bobby told her to do. I don't know what they would even tell her to do. That's the thing, though. I mean, I know what Bobby would tell her to do. I'm sure he would tell her to go after Johnny. But what would Zach tell her to do? I think he would really show his hand by, like, really telling her what to do. But I don't know. So Sarah is like convinced that Willow wants to go to the end with Bobby now because this is Sarah's reasoning. Willow's favorite players from the Canadian seasons are Emmett and Jillian. So she's saying because they're her favorites, she wants to emulate their game. So Willow's plan is like to get with this one guy and like go to the end with him. And Sarah is saying that that guy would be Zach, but Zach is not having it. So this whole plan is failing miserably, and that's like why she had her freak out the other day. So now Willow is planning on playing with Bobby. I can kind of see that. Bobby and Willow are both like, this is really mean, but they're both kind of like the rejects of the Zach and Ashley showmance. I mean, they're not rejects. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I could see them potentially working together. I don't know how far they'd make it, but I could see them working together. So now, of course, everyone is wondering what's going on with the Chop Shop. So Willow, Bruno, and Bobby were all talking last night, and Bruno was like, yeah, man, we just really need someone from the Chop Shop to win HOH. Duh. It kills me how every season people are just like, yeah, if we could win HOH like back to back to back to back to back to back to back, we got this game. It's locked. It's locked up. Really? So they're talking about how their alliance is stronger than ever, and with Greg going, it's actually kind of a good thing because he's such a volatile player that now they're going to be even more under the radar, if you say so. I feel like maybe if they keep saying that, maybe they'll start believing it themselves. So, yeah. they're also talking about, potential targets for the next few weeks. Obviously, they're worried about Johnny, and it seems like Kevin is coming back into play. They're worried about Kevin and Pilar's budding showmance, and they don't really know where Kevin stands right now, and obviously they feel like Pilar is going to do whatever Kevin tells her to do. So they're more worried about Kevin than Peely. Now let's talk about Zach and Kevin chatting in the storage room. Again, they're reinforcing the whole, we gotta ride the middle. We're gonna stay in the middle. We got it. It's a lock. So then they were talking about how they're pretty much closer with the Hexagon crew than they are with the Chop Shop. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep riding the middle, but then in a few weeks, we'll probably end up working with Hexagon. Who says that Hexagon is gonna wanna work with you still? They're gonna see what you're doing. So, one other really important thing from that discussion, Zach tells Kevin, do not win HOH this week. He could not make it any clearer how important it is that Kevin, Zach, or Jordan don't win HOH, because they will be showing their hand and it's going to suck for them. I would love to see one of those three win HOH because it would be hilarious and we need some excitement. Also, it's going to be really difficult for Zach to throw this HOH competition now that he has this advantage that he won in the luxury comp. I don't know what the advantage is yet, but I hope it's like impossible for him to throw it without looking like an idiot, because that would be awesome. Alright, so after everyone went to sleep last night, we got treated to something amazing. We got to see like 10 minutes of this maintenance guy working on the hot tub, and there's this one moment that was just amazing. He was looking at the cover of the hot tub and he noticed a hole. So he's like checking out the hole, and then he backs up and he goes, F. I mean, he said the real thing, but it was just hilarious and it was just a special moment. I can't describe it and do it justice, but just trust me, it was amazing. And I think that the maintenance guy should be a new house guest. Let's get some Twistos twist in there. Alright, so this morning the house guests were recording their goodbye messages. Jordan and Zach had a little conversation about what they're going to say. And they were talking about possibly exposing the Newport Alliance in their goodbye messages to Greg. What is wrong with you people? Why does everyone feel the need to brag so early on in the game? You know that there's a good chance that someone's going to be coming back. Why would you do that? It just doesn't make sense to me. But I'm wondering, is Greg even going to see them? Because I feel like they haven't been showing the goodbye messages this year, unless they're doing it on the sideshow. I don't know. But leave it in the comments if you guys know. I feel like they're probably not showing that stuff to them, because there is the chance that someone will come back. So today, of course, it is eviction day. People were going up to Greg one by one, and it was all like, hey, buddy, like, you know he's on his way out. What do you say? So Willow was talking to Greg, and Greg's like, yeah, I was thinking about blowing up some people's games, but I'm not gonna do that. And I'm just all, man, come on. Greg was such like a firework in the house, and now he's just going out like a mouse. It's crazy. So today, one other exciting thing, I guess, there was another leaky sink. This time, it was in the main bathroom, and this was a little different because it wasn't the house guest's fault. The water wasn't running. The sink was just leaking. It was like dripping, I don't know, like out of the side or something. So they're like, Big Brother, fix this. So that was today. Eviction night. We know who's going home, obviously. Greg, it'll probably be unanimous. But who's going to win this HOH competition? It's going to be pretty exciting, I think. I would like to see maybe Johnny win, or someone who's like riding the middle. I just think it would be hilarious to see them squirm when they have to make those nominations. But let me know who you guys want to see win in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.